And first things first, now this is a huge object. If I get the dimensions for this, you can see that in the y this is 640 centimeter, and in the x this is 587. uh, so we have to be smart. We have to plan this. If this was a bigger project, if I want to, in my case, uh, only this wall is visible, and we don't have to, do the unwrapping process for the whole object. But since I am showing you the techniques and the process, like like how we want to be, approaching this, I think I'm going to go with the max texture of 4K, and possibly divide these walls into UDIM tiles, and we can get these tiles back. We can get these tiles back into max, and we can render them via like the UDIM tiles with the separate textures. So let's see. Let's try it and possibly hit our texel density target as well. So I just hit F to focus, and this is the wall that we want to be, putting our textures on. And I think I'm going to use the auto seam function with the hard edges as well, and possibly lower the algorithm option. Select this and hit the C key to unwrap and pack, and possibly hit the optimize. Now this is a pretty decent unwrap in my opinion. Now the thing is that we want this wall to, be the maximum texel density. And if I click on this, this is the wall, and right now it only has a 1.28 texel density. And if we multiply this by 2, this is 4K texture. And if we, pick this, it still only has a 2.55 texel density, which means we have to be smart and put these walls in UDIMs. I do not want to be going, I do not want to be putting an 8K or a 12K or a 16K texture to be consistent with the texture. Let's see, if we, uh, pick this over here and apply our texel density. So it it is, I think it's a bit big, but we can compensate a little bit. uh, but first of all, let me just cut all of these by going into edge mode, and let me just maximize this UV view, clicking on the select tool. And I'm just selecting these edges and pressing the cut tool and pack. This is done. This is great. So how many, the question really depends how many UDIM tiles we need. Right now I am going to look through my render view, and I know my camera is placed over here, and possibly I want these, if I switch to the island mode, this and this, these are probably four walls that we want the resolutions to be high, and these are going to be covered inside the window frame as well. So let me just quickly make sure and turn off the, yeah, it's going to be covered. So I'm just going to move these and apply my texel density over here and put these over here for the time being. And these are four faces. One, okay, one, two, just select them and move them, select them and move them, select them. And this is the very important piece. And I'm just going to click on this UDIM tile and possibly increase it to, we could just use one UDIM tile, but I'm just going to just for the sake of it, I'm just going to uh, get this here and get all of these, click on this and press pack so that they can be packed to this, and press this and click on this UDIM tile and press pack so that it can it just scale it down a little bit, but for our opinion this is fine, this is really good. And everything else I'm going to click this and this tile and hit pack. So now all of these we can pretty much ignore, but it is still unwrapped. And all of this, uh, these and these ones, we can be put some, at least put some texture. They might not be very high resolution like we have, the textile density is very low, uh, but for our purpose, but for our purpose uh, this is going to be working fine, since this is our main wall. And if we look at our concept, we are not going to see any of the wall in the camera as well. So I think I'm just going to hit save and bring this back into max. So hide this and possibly put an unwrap UVW modifier and open the UV editor. And now you can see that we have our unwrap. And if we want to show the UDIMs, we can just click on this button so Max can show the multiple UDIM tiles. And this is fairly very easy, and we can assign multiple textures, since we are not going for the gaming engine right now, Unreal or anything else. We can just assign a multi sub object material to these components, to these parts, and they will pick up the texture from these UDIM tiles. We don't have to be we could if we go to material editor, we can we can use this simple maps and general and click on this multi-tile, and we can use this UDIM workflow with this loading the texture, and it will automatically load all of the textures. If we are going to be in the substance painter and we painted the maps from substance painter, so this will be the workflow.